Shut up and sit down.
Shut down, getting elimination on King Cole. And it goes down. Shut down. Up the road. Shut down, getting a down on two.
Downing that is a throw. The trade Cole is red. Moving in, getting elimination shut down also suffering.
No, actually, Wolf is actually having a stroke.
I am?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we got one ammo bag. I think don't put the ammo bag in front of the.
I'm so confused.
Let's just go to the game. just go.
And I'm putting.
Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Craze, and joining me tonight is Timber. Dude, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hell yeah, it is Friday, so we're ready to start this weekend off right with a little hot match from North American Firewall League.
Yeah. Season 4 is going real smooth each week. Thank you, Killicam, by the way. It's been going really smooth. We've been covering a lot, and the teams have been performing very, very well. But tonight we have the Unknown versus Top Gun. The Unknown is also, I think they just removed the name Crew from their name, but they've been here before. So, who do you think's gonna come out victorious tonight, dude?
You know, if I'm going off of statistics and history and everything else, I got to lean towards Unknown pretty heartily. So I mean, as far as like even going for a prediction, I would probably go Unknown. I'm going to say 8-4 Unknown.
8-4 Unknown. Okay.
Yeah.
I have this gut feeling that Top Gun is going to tie it up with Unknown. I think it's going to end up being 6-6.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they can come out hard, and every dog has his day, you know?
Yeah. They have a really solid team over there. They have kind of fallen short on some in some matches, but you know, I know a few of the guys, and they're a solid crew. But speaking of the crew, why don't we hop on over to the rosters? We'll start with Unknown and go over their roster and a little bit of how they've been doing this season. So over on the Unknown, we have Samurai Nate out, Hugo, VR, Delta Charlie, Hayvoon, Quick, 5150, Gonzalez, who is providing us a perspective this evening. Thank you very much for that. The Boss Baby and your arch enemy. Now, they're week to week. You can see right there, they have pretty much come out victorious in all except for week 5 and week 7. Week 5, they went up against the Mandalorians, and they actually lost that round by 2. And in Week 7, they tied it up with Click Clack, who will be playing tonight as well. Isn't that correct, Timber?
Yeah, Click Clack's going to be playing Old Dirty Gunners tonight in about another hour or so. So, yep.
So good luck to them. And the win ratio you could see is pretty high, above 50%, which is always nice to see for a team like Unknown, who is known to be pretty good. Total points is 61, currently sitting in 4th place.
Right. And then for Top Gun, we've got basically a win ratio of 35%. Total points 34, and the current standings 14th. The squad is headed up by Top Gun Commander Viper, followed by Top Gun Commander Jester, Captain Cloud, Top Gun Captain Vicious, Top Gun Captain Kulo, Top Gun Junior Dark, and RR Chico Top Gun. And I think just off of that last stream that we did for them, I just think that the biggest thing is going to be that I harped on last time. I think we beat it like to death, but it's just kind of teaming up a little bit more in consistency. But I think they've got a great shot to definitely get some wins tonight.
Yeah. That was their downfall last time. They were a little split, a little bit far out from revive range. Usually we see teams stack up. Like the last match. Why am I blanking on the teams that it was? God, who was the last? Who was the last match?
The ones that they played Top Gun.
That
we casted?
Perhaps, yeah. Who was the last one that they faced? I'm drawing a blank here. It was a tough team, but they stacked up every single time.
Might have been GAG. It might have been Gentleman's Assassin's Guild.
No, I don't think we've covered them.
Maybe it's Click Clack. It might have been Click Clack.
I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, the last team that we saw that we covered who went up against Top Gun, we could see that they split. They always split 2 and 2, or they went as a unit, and it showed the advantage of double firing and stacking up. And they were a team that always breached out towards the middle of the map to try to get that early advantage in that round.
Right.
And that's a really tough thing to go up against, is when you have a team who pushes out that early and stacks up in locations that you're less familiar with. But, Top Gun, like I said, they've got a good crew. They can bounce back at any time, and I think they're going to bring it to Unknown tonight.
Yeah, they're not going to have a shortage of motivation. I mean, I've talked with a few of them. I talked to Viper earlier today, and they're pretty pumped up. And he did bring up the fact that although Week 7 they lost to Creme Brulee, they lost 7-5 against Creme Brulee. So getting 5 wins against a team of that caliber, that's an accomplishment. I even told him that kind of counts almost as a win when you're playing a team that's that high up and that's that stacked. So they've had some good games, and they've had some tough competition as well. So we'll see what develops. I'm going to try and pick up some streams here.
For sure. So thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Give a shout out to everyone here. Veni Vidi Vici's here. Thank you for tuning in, dude. Karen, Leo Bro, Art Pop, Killicam, Joker, Firewall Zero, Blair. How you all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. And Killer, thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. You're way too kind. Cinderella, Absolutely. How are you? I really appreciate everyone tuning in. I hope this is a good evening for you all. There is gonna be another match. I think at approximately an hour. I don't think we'll be able to cover it. I mean, we'll probably, if we were to, we'd hop right in the middle of the match, and that's sometimes no fun for people. But did they? Oh, and Creme Brulee. Okay, so the Creme Brulee is also playing very late here, but okay, yeah, no, appreciate it, man. I get it. Where you guys are at, it's really early in the morning. If you haven't read the blogs yet, by the way, Tish, I still got to get yours up, which I'm going to do tonight. If you haven't read, I posted a new blog kind of explaining what's been going on with us, because we have been a little bit out of the loop when it comes to communicating things as of late, but we have been very, very busy on the back end. We've been focusing really hard on the quality of our stream and what we want to bring to you as viewers to make your experience the best that it can be. So there's been a lot of work, I'm going to say, on Titch's end, because, like, let's be honest, he's put in a hell of a lot of work, and we have put in a lot of work critiquing, haven't we, Timber?
We have. He tells us what he does, and we tell him why we don't like it, and it's very fun. Good time for Titch.
So we've been doing a lot of stuff on the back end and also with regards to networking. So we're still out there trying to improve the stream. We're trying to get make things better for you guys, and be prepared to see something next week. That's my hope, right, Titch? That's kind of our timeline next week.
I should really put AKA the channel.
Yeah. So for the Pro League Season 8, that is when we intend to go live with some of our changes. And also, Paco and Rap are both in the process of moving across state lines. So they've also been incredibly busy and not available to us. So fortunately, they've been safe in their travels. And I hope they get to where they can as safely as possible.
Absolutely. In other action tonight, we do have, as you mentioned, I think Creme Brulee started 10 minutes ago. Are they playing Midnight Ops? Is that who they're playing tonight? That might have been a delayed game. Yes. Also, at the same time, we got Razzle Dazzle versus the NAR squad. That's kind of happening now. We're going to get live updates to that as it goes. And like we've mentioned, Old Dirty Gunners versus Click Clack starting a little later on tonight. Also, we have on Sunday, GAG versus the Doggies. So, jump on these streams that these people are providing for everybody. We appreciate them providing to us. And just a great chance for the community to jump in and support the streams that they go to.
Yeah, because none of this would be possible without you viewers and without you players. So thank you very much for all the help and also reaching out to us and letting us know that you want us to cover. We are more than happy to help as long as we can accommodate. If we don't have the resources to do it, I do apologize. But, we are kind of a small group, so we do our best. What's up, Drywall Dude? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Should be starting soon, making sure everybody's getting into the lobby. It looks like Top Gun is pretty much ready, and we are just waiting on Unknown, and it looks like Gonzalez is live.
Got it. By the way, Joker, I think you spelled professional wrong in the chat, but I got to double check on that.
I got to go back and look at this.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, where is it? Hold on. Where am I looking now?
It was recent. Oh, no, it was a little while ago. I'm sorry. I haven't been keeping up with the chat. I've been trying to get everything else going.
Yeah, no, okay.
Thank you, Art Pop. Appreciate the compliment.
Okay, there. I was trying to find Top Guns. All right, got to turn these down.
I think we're both live.
Very nice. So, with regards to the maps tonight, what do you think we're going to see?
I think we're going to see the usual, but I do remember the last time we casted. I know that Newsroom is not generally one of the maps in rotation, and I think Top Gun went with that. So, I look for Top Gun. They know the competition that they're going up against, so I think that they're going to try to get whatever kind of competitive advantage they can get. And if springing up a different map that people aren't expecting is a way to do it, I think that's a good call.
Yeah, I agree. Newsroom would be an odd choice, but it's probably the right choice. A couple other maps similar to that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Post 15. We haven't yet in one of the league matches, but it's been up for a little bit now, a couple of weeks. People seem to enjoy it, and that's definitely enough time to get familiar with it. So if you're talking about throwing maps in a mix that people are less familiar with, that would definitely be right up the alley. I got a feeling we're going to see Containment. That's almost a given. We're probably going to see Office,
District.
and District. I'd like to see Hotel. I always like watching Hotel, but I can understand why people wouldn't pick it, because if you get that spawn where you can get the white rooms, it's not impossible to even breach that, except unless you have really good luck. So that's who I think. And by the way, everybody, there is a poll open below. It looks like a couple people have already voted, 2 for Unknown and none for Top Gun. So be sure to cast your vote in the panels. And Brown Pit, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, Drywall Dude, thank you for the compliment, buddy. Nice to see you on here. So it looks like we're trying to get the hot lobby loaded in. So it looks like we definitely have Viper, Vicious, Kulo, and Cloud going for Top Gun. So if you want to check that on your scorecard, we're still waiting on everybody else from. We definitely have Hugo VR coming in for the Unknown as well. So just waiting for the rest of their players to populate. Obviously, Gonzalez AA is going to pop up on there. We'll see who the other 2 are going to be.
I don't want to mess up this pyramid, but I might just have to.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
This is the longest run he's ever had.
Let it go. Just let it go.
Oh my goodness. So I hope you all are doing all right tonight. In other news, there has been an announcement on the Alvo beta. It looks like both North America and EU have been approved for beta right now. As far as I know, without giving away too much information, there's talk about keys and ways to distribute keys and things of that sort. But I can't give you any details because, honestly, I really don't know the details. But those do exist. So if you are part of the Alvo Discord, or if you're not part of the Alvo Discord, be sure to get in there. That'll be your greatest opportunity at first dibs at the Alvo beta. It's going to be exciting. I mean, I've been playing that game, and especially with the Search and Destroy, which, by the way, has been live streamed a couple of times in the Discord. So, if you want to check that out, that's the place to do it as of right now. The game's feeling really, really good. It's looking solid. Everybody's loving it. And even the people who have been watching, they are just super excited for it. Pretty much no complaints as of yet. So definitely one to look out for.
Yeah, the dev streams have been cool on that, for sure. Killer Cam, did he get it across? I think he got his pyramid done.
Those are two links. One is to Top Gun and one is to Unknown. So be sure to head on over and give them support. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because they are over on YouTube. And be sure to hit that notification bell. And while you're following people, why don't you go ahead and hit the follow button here if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to be notified every time we go live. Another bit of news, we do have another match coming up for the Rocket League tournament that our own Titch and Paco are a part of. That will be Sunday. I am going to cover it as far as I know. I don't have any other plans other than to cover it. It should be starting at 9 o'clock. So far, every match has been prompt. And if you're interested in checking out the stats, go to our webpage over at amateurhourcommentary.com. And I have been posting the most up-to-date scores and ranks there for our team.
And if you haven't downloaded the game or checked it out, check it out. I think it's still a free download on PlayStation for Rocket League, and it's a lot of fun to play. And once you play it a little bit, yeah, it's free for everybody. And once you play it, you'll understand when you watch a game that we're going to broadcast how much goes into what they're doing. So yeah, looks like we got Hugo VR, Quick 5150, and Gonzalez for sure going for the Unknown.
Thank you, Karen, for the gifted sub. Brown Pit, you are now an emote holder. Be sure, guys, if you are a subscriber, that if there is an ace, even though aces don't count in this league, and it doesn't provide you any extra points, we like to celebrate when a team gets a team ace, because that is definitely a feat in this game. What's up, Rap? How you doing?
Rappatore.
I'm assuming you arrived safely. It's glad to see you here, dude.
Yep, Rap is in the cross-country trip of a lifetime right now, reestablishing his roots. So wish him well in his travels, and hope he gets his butt planted into a seat so we can jump back on Firewall and jump back on IHC as well.
For sure. Check out that lobby. I don't know if you guys have been able to catch glimpses of it. They put it out a little late, considering that Halloween is tomorrow, and they just kind of updated the UI. But they got the pumpkins in there. They've got like this foggy mist lingering around, a pot of candy. It's all really cool. I like when they update things. Oh, and they got a string of bats too up on the screen. That's really cool.
I think they pretty much replicated Skull's garage. So that's all the smoke that's happening in there, a bunch of skulls all over the place.
But for Skulls, that's not a seasonal thing, right?
No, that's year round. That's year round. But and while you are in this lobby too, look behind you. Look around the whole lobby. Like the first couple times I did it, I just looked like right in front of me. Oh, cool, and the spider drops, blah 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 blah. Look around. There's some details going on. If you look at the clocks as you're looking at the front screen, if you look at the clocks to the left, they've renamed all the cities with kind of a Halloween type theme. Just some pretty neat little stuff and some pretty neat little details that went into the lobby creation. So it's a little bit late, but I mean, it's freaking cool.
Hey man, they still did it. That's what
absolutely.
counts, right?
Right.
Yeah, the spider actually didn't scare me this year. Last year it like caught me off guard. But this year, I was anticipating it. But its relative is sitting in the floor, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's just kind of frozen, stuck there, and cemented.
That's correct, Cinderella. The spider's name is George. We've confirmed that.
Oh, we got 100 bits from Rep.
Boris? What?
Or yeah.
Cinderella says it's George, not Boris, so.
Take the safety off the guns.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yep. So
what's up,
apparently
Veni
it's
Vidi Vici? Good to see you out here.
Sorry for the delay, folks. It looks like we are just waiting on one more person to come in.
And Karen, nice to see you as well. Welcome to the chat. So hoping for some good games. I hope that hope Top Gun really turns it on. They got a little bit of a different lineup tonight. That may make a bit of a difference. And they've got some aggression. I mean, they've taken a couple beatings. Not like blown out of the water type beatings for the most part. So
not, yeah.
they stayed in it for the whole thing. So let's see what develops on that. And I believe the one we're
Gonzalez did go down. Like her video's not up, so I'm wondering if she's having some issues there. But we'll keep you guys informed. What I
I'm
think
still
is
seeing it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think Samurai Nate Out is not playing. So I've got. Let's see. What?
I'll say embassy. We'll throw away embassy.
I'm seeing something completely different. I'm sorry. Maybe I bounced off of that stream.
Yeah, it looks like it's not up right now. What I like most about Top Gun is they have a juniors team pretty much, and they brought one of those juniors up, and those kids can play, man. Like they're very good at playing the game. And the junior on the team now had played in one of the matches, and I'm sure it was pretty intimidating. And probably quite challenging for him, but he performed well. But we did mention how that could have been one of the drawbacks in that particular match and why they may have struggled as they did. But it's the kid's first experience in a tournament, and I'd have to say played really well. There's no complaints there.
I agree. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to look for a different stream.
Oh, you're fine. What's up, Karen? How you doing? Hang tight, folks. It's about
so it looks like
20 past.
Hey Voon is also stepping in, so I believe that would mean Samurai Nate Out will not be playing tonight for the unknown.
Okay. Yeah, little one's time to shine. That's for sure, Brown Pit. You may hear a bunch of kids playing this game, but you never really see them up on the big screen in leagues and stuff like this because they're probably less familiar with the leagues and tournaments going on. But it's nice to see Top Gun bringing on some kids onto their team. All right, looks like Gonzalez is up, and we do have a hype train with all the donations and supports that we've been getting from subs and bits. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. I think the highest we've ever gotten, was it level 3? I could be wrong. I know we definitely reached a level 2 hype train before. But if you guys want to keep that going, no shame in doing so. I got you, dude. Yep. It's gonna be over in Skype. Oh, now we're up to 82%. Look at that. Flying high. Thank you so much for those bits, guys. And emote share. Now, if you are subscribed, be sure to use those emotes and use them frequently. We got a couple of fun ones in there. But the ace one is one that you definitely want to have at the ready, especially when a team walks away with an ace. And while you're at it, go cast your vote in the poll that is available in the panels, or if you're on your PC, you can always go to the About section. If you're on mobile, it should be in the extensions. You should be able to find it and cast your vote there. You only get one, so be sure to pick the team that you think is going to win. No, you don't get a reward, but if your team wins, you get gloating rights. So right now we have 4 votes for Unknown and 3 for Top Gun.
Pretty even the voting. So, yeah, I don't think stats really mean much. I mean, everybody has their day, and everybody plays differently against other teams too. We've seen some really great teams taken down by what we consider teams that weren't as good as them, just for no reason, just because their playing styles don't mesh up quite as well as playing teams that are just kind of like the normal competition that they play. So very cool to see some of these things. So obviously, Top Gun's the underdog in this one, but I don't think they're beyond pulling something out and winning either. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got everybody in. So we got Viper, Vicious, Kulo, and Cloud for Top Gun. We got Hayvoon, Hugo VR, Quick 5150, and Gonzalez for the Unknown.
Looks like we might be going to District.
What do you want to do?
All right.
And going back to the point about the teams maybe an underdog team playing good one night and coming out victorious, and the teams just kind of like not meshing in terms of playing each other and knowing each other's strategies. A lot of the players in these leagues, they are very familiar with the play style of other players in the leagues, and they play them so frequently that you almost get used to it. It's almost like running a map that you played 100 times over. You take the same routes, you look in the same directions. It just becomes habitual. It's almost similar going up against other teams. You start understanding their strategies and what they're doing, and it just becomes habitual, and you respond the same way. And then when you have an underdog team coming in who's trying new things, and just mixing it up, it can throw you for a loop, and then you don't know how to defend it or attack it.
It becomes less of a pattern game and more of a, okay, we got to kind of regroup and figure things out game. So that's always fun to watch. So here we go. Game 1 is about to be underway. District, welcome again tonight. Unknown versus Top Gun.
Later, Killer. Thank you so much, man, for tuning in and
Thank you,
hanging
Killer.
out. Have a great Halloween.
Enjoy the party. Looks like the Unknown are starting in the back corner alley.
Top Gun getting concrete area, top portion of the map.
Hope you grab that intel. You can't not grab the intel, right? The Unknown quick to rush out into the middle area just to kind of get a gauge on things. It looks like Top Gun's going to hold tight on top in the center block area. I think that's a good spot to be.
So they're on top?
Are they on Eagle Eye? Eagle? I don't see him.
Right now, slow moving by Unknown, sprinting to midfield, but taking their time on the approach. They don't want to get caught off guard. They want to get the intel first and strategize from there.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I really thought this was a glitch shot. They're shooting from far. Vicious, careful.
Wow, Cloud getting smacked with a couple of bullets there, forced to retreat behind the door into that alleyway with the steps.
Top Gun doing a little repositioning. Their spot.
Yeah, I still got one.
Oh, it's locked.
Hugo's pushing up the stairs. See if he can get visuals there. Trading, downing Viper.
Wow.
And getting the kill. Running back down the stairs to avoid getting shot.
So Hugo takes out Viper 4-on-3 right now. Big focus on the red stairs.
Seems to be the sound approach at this moment. They were able to get one elimination very easily, pushing up the stairs, and not a lot of a response from Top Gun there.
Vicious is they're going down the stairs, so they might be trying to look for some sort of flank.
This could be a very good move for them.
They're throwing conventional wisdom out the window. They're going for it. I like to see that. And you know what? They're not expecting it. The Unknown has no clue.
They just missed the Unknown. Here's Hayvoon. Downing Vicious and getting the kill. Grenades going out. Hayvoon eliminated there by Kulo.
Grenades coming out.
And now Gonzalez and her team on the retreat back towards the laptop. And now they're playing defense.
Where's the fucking sensor?
Sniper alley, one sniper alley, they're coming sniper alley.
Kulo and Cloud pushing up sniper alley, trying to get the downs, not able to get the shots on. Cloud goes down. Kulo Not getting killed by
Last
those
one left.
grenades.
No, he withstood those grenades.
Still there? Still a sniper?
One is down.
Got somebody right above him too.
Mick, you don't got any grenades?
Making his way into the market.
Can we hack it
He's
from the
got
back there?
50% left on Cloud's health. He might bleed out here. Now at 30, I don't think Kulo's going to make
He
it.
might be behind some cover, so they can't shoot him. I think
They
Kulo might have
can't,
a
but
good
as
shot
soon
at
as he
making
goes
it.
up,
Yeah, they're gonna drop you soon, unless they give fire.
and there he goes.
No, yeah.
He's gonna try to pick up his body.
There's one left. That's it.
Okay, he's gonna turn on me.
Unknown with the hack.
They brought
Yep.
a jammer, didn't they?
Going back to the scaffolding.
Okay.
Going back alley.
Halfway there.
They're looking at that door.
They might get a hack win without getting this final elimination.
And coming
What's going on in the back?
back stairs. Quick, coming
You
up
got
the
cameras
stairs.
on him, so let's see what
He's
develops
hitting the
here.
bottom of it right now. He's at the
Even
bottom
if
of the
Kulo were to
stairs
push
right
up here,
Oof.
so much of that laptop has been hacked and he's been eliminated. And Unknown getting the first win tonight, making the score now 1-0. And closer to one of our predictions.
Yeah. I gotta say that was I give them a lot of credit for that move that they made to go for that flank. I think that's a good move.
It was
I
a
think
good
they-
choice.
Yeah, I think they got noticed like 1 second. You know what I mean? Like I think Hayvoon probably noticed him at the very end. But had he not, that might have done something there for sure.
Yeah, with the rest of Unknown pushing up the red stairs, I agree. Hayvoon must have just caught him out of his peripheral and decided to turn and shoot because the rest of his team came rushing down to provide that support. But unfortunately, he was eliminated in the end. So no ace for Unknown. Very close opportunity there for Top Gun. Let's see if they can perform a little better here on attack and get that win, get themselves up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think I like to see that they're taking chances like that though. You know, instead of trying to play a conservative style, they know the competition that they're up against. And last time we streamed it, we saw it like toward the end of it, they started getting a little more risky and they started doing things a little less conventional that, you know, you see every freaking time sometimes. But I
And
like
you
that
know,
move.
And when Kula was able, or not Kula, Hugo was able to make it up the red stairs and get that elimination,
Yeah.
and make it a 4v3, that opened up the door for Unknown to actually push up those stairs. So even if Top Gun were to sit in that area, they were at risk of grenades being rained down on them because there's not a lot of area that you can move, and as soon as a grenade comes your way, you're forced to move, which actually exposes you to gunfire. So it would have been a lose-lose situation. Fortunately for them, Unknown didn't push up nearly as fast, so they had some time to re-strategize. And again, that flank, very good move. Wasn't executed to perfection, but definitely caught Unknown off guard. So in these following matches, Unknown is definitely going to prepare for that flank.
Right. I mean, like we talked about last time when they did something kind of similar to that, it's going to make them think a little bit. And as long as they could slow down that push to make them really think about what's going on out there and that there could be somebody around this corner, I think that's kind of a little victory for them in going after them.
For sure. What's going on, SoFlo? Thanks for tuning in, man.
Hey, SoFlo.
Yeah, I wonder who this AH commentary person is. We might have to give him a boot soon. They keep talking about Titch like that. Cinderella, how do you drink your Gatorade wrong to have it come out your nose? Unless you have a straw in your nose. I'm confused. Please explain.
Same thing, huh? Yeah.
And here we are. It almost seems, actually, it is the
Same
very
exact thing.
same spawn. So let's see if Top Gun can do what Unknown did. Get a successful push up those stairs.
Yeah.
Get a victory here.
You know, I love when this happens. I love when they get the identical spawn points too, because it just kind of keeps it dead even. So that's always good to see.
Yeah, I like seeing it too. Who can defend it better? This is the moment. These are the
Right.
moments that
Right.
give you the opportunity.
All right. So it looks like Hugo is actually using Eagle Eye, and I think it's somebody else from Top Gun is using. I think it's Viper using Eagle Eye as well. So both teams are gonna have a good idea where the other is at. So with that knowledge, it's just a
Unless you
matter
go down
of
the
killing
dam.
them now.
Yeah, last time we watched Top Gun, I don't think they used Eagle Eye early on. I think it was at the end of the match,
Yep.
or end of that competition that they started using Eagle Eye and actually were performing better as a result. So it's nice to see them bring that back here on District.
Yep. Hey, SoFlo Gonzalez is streaming on YouTube for Free Unknown. It's Gonzalez space Gonzalez, all Z's instead of S's, with a space between.
Here
Hey,
you go.
Billy boy.
Quick link.
Yep, there it is right there.
Top Gun's pushing around market side.
Grab him. What side? The back? Oh shit, one is down there.
Nice grenade
Okay.
by Vicious. Not finding any mark,
Which
but
side you want me to
still
look at,
forcing a
Buster?
retreat.
Yep, chasing him out of there. Hugo's still staying on the Eagle Eye. So Top Guns looks like they're going
No
2
one
and
on
2
red?
maybe.
You go
So-
for the flank. When they open up.
Kind of listen to their callouts.
Good one.
Yeah, I don't want to give my back to that resters.
Right here in the store.
They're inside the store. Yep. They're inside the store. So inside the store. Oh, we got.
The Eagle Eye
Yeah.
giving Unknown the intel that they need, and now they're stacking up, focused on that market.
Gotta go. Oh, let's
Grenade up those stairs. Up and over
They're
that
making a
wall.
rush. They're making a push.
Viper and Vicious pushing up along with Cloud in tail.
3-man push from the
Grenades
side stairs.
flying in. 3 members going down. Revive by Hugo to get Hayvoon back up. But Top Gun in a tough spot here. Kulo coming in from the other side. He's been eliminated, and that's it for Top Gun.
Bone.
And Unknown getting another victory, pushing them further ahead, making the score now 2-0.
We don't get points for aces, do we?
No.
Oh, all right.
No problem so
Points
far.
for aces.
Oh my goodness. Hey, a tough one. Tough one. I like going up those stairs sometimes, but to do so, like, you usually have to draw the attention closer to red stairs, because you definitely don't want them close enough to that side alley to hear you coming up those steps,
Right.
unless, of course, you're using the appropriate skill. Because situations like that's going to happen. You all clump up, you try to go for a push, you see grenades flying in, you try to retreat a little bit, but as you retreat, more grenades start flying in, and it's quick kills right there.
Yeah, I think that's a rough one because now you're all they need to do is fire at that doorway. So
Mhm.
when you're coming in 3 deep and you're coming into that doorway, I agree with you. I think maybe a little more spread out or from a different approach. But I mean, I don't know. It's hindsight's 20/20 on that stuff. But
Yeah, it's always.
there's some good cover in that staircase as well. And halfway down that staircase, you got a landing that's got some crates and some stuff you can kind of get behind. So if you are doing a rush on that, and you can kind of recalibrate it. But tough loss for Top Gun. I'm sure they'll turn it around.
Oh, for sure. It looks like we might be going to bunker. We don't often see bunker in a league
Yeah, that's
match.
a weird one. Yeah.
We'll see if they end up changing it, but so far they're not.
Yeah, bunker.
Yep, sounds like they're picking it.
Yeah, so far that was an ambitious play, and you got to take chances when you know the competition you're playing against. You got to push it hard, and that's what they did. They didn't come out on the receiving end. It's kind of a 0-0 type situation, but yeah,
I
you
really
gotta
like seeing
gotta
those
make
kinds of
moves.
plays. You were mentioning that earlier, how you like seeing teams switch it up, use different strategies and
Mhm.
take different routes. That's just an example. It's fun to see. It was very exciting. If Top Gun had pulled that off, that would have been a move of all moves, something
Yeah.
that we don't usually see working out in their favor.
That's the difference between a shooting game and a strategy game. You got great shooters on here. There's plenty of people that could pick me off in a second's notice, but you start changing strategy and you start changing your tactics. That's what's going to really make an effect on a team that
Just gotta chill.
scary. Yeah. But that's what's gonna make the difference on a team that's beating you on that.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe District isn't one of their best maps. Teams tend to have very specific maps that they play well at.
Right.
And maybe District isn't one of them. I know it's not Scrub Squad's greatest map either, and they generally don't like playing it. They do well at it, but it's one that they're not comfortable with. So maybe it's same case for Top Gun. Unknown playing really well in that round. Not much to say there. Holding their cover, their defensive position, trusting each other. And that's what it takes. You have to have confidence in your teammates that they're going to defend their area, and you don't have to worry about it unless they call you over.
Top Gun's going for a rush.
Hey, put a proxy on it. Put a proxy on it real quick.
Top Gun is going for the rush. I like this. They're already across. That's the move. That's the move. That's the strategy.
If the slow game isn't working, bring the heat. Quick, downing Viper quickly. Now it's a 4v3.
They've loaded up those doors.
Fish is going down. Cloud there for the cover. Getting the revive. That was a very good revive. Now he goes down. And it looks like Gonzalez also goes down. Hugo there.
There it is.
Get the revive, and she escapes. But seeing a lot of red, she gets it down. She goes down herself. And it looks like Top Gun is capitalizing on this push.
Two of them there, Boone.
Two of them there, Boone.
They were
Coming
one
in.
in front of you, one in front of you on your 12, and one on your left.
Cloud seeing some red, being patient, doesn't
There's
want to
two of
push
them.
out.
I think there's two of them. One on your
Alright.
12 and one on
I
your
think
1.
Hayboon is the only one left, going towards the crate room. He's being somewhat mimicked by somebody in the back hallway. I can't really see who that is.
Okay, boom.
Oh,
That door
oh,
has
there's
a
two
C4,
left, I'm
bro.
sorry.
The other one on
Yeah,
the
he's going up
side
against
of the
Kulo
door.
in Cloud.
The one that is black. Boone, I think we muted.
Definitely
Where is he
beatable,
at?
but
Just tell me where
going
he's
to
at.
be
Just tell me where he's at.
Well, Hayboon's
Big
camped in the
challenge
crate
for him.
room, so I don't think they know he's there.
So where are they?
There is a door blocker and
Yeah,
C4 on
they're
that
in the
door
middle.
Maybe
that
the
actually
best
Top
way
Gun
is
put there,
box room.
so.
The best way is
yeah,
to
they could just
go
sit
by the
back
tunnel.
and
Yep.
wait.
Go by the way. The tunnel. Tunnel side.
He's got plenty of time. He's got over 3 minutes. He doesn't have to rush. He's got comms.
On the other side.
He's got all the intel he needs. He just needs to get his shot. He needs
So
to
they're aiming you on the
leverage
right
these
side.
opportunities, pulling each Top Gun member in one at a time, getting one down,
Okay, that's so good. You get
not getting overzealous and trying to take them both out simultaneously.
Okay, he's
I
in
don't
the-
think they know where he
You
is.
know on the camera, where the camera usually is, he's right there behind those boxes.
Now they do.
Oh, I see him. You see,
They're
Mig,
both
he's
there.
in the staircases that are across. Yeah. Camera behind the boxes.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
always
but-
pause for the camera next to
Yeah,
the
where
dumpster.
the trash can?
Oh, right there?
Yeah, both
yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
Okay, one is gonna be in front of you.
Yeah,
All
one's
the
watching that
way
long
up.
haul.
All the way in the back. Hold on, Mig, hold on.
Now they're both going there.
Iceman and Texas.
Shot 120.
1 on 2, but they're, I think that's Hayboon that's
Yeah,
left,
one is
right?
fine.
Yeah, he's the last
Back.
one. He went from one end to the other.
He's in
Yeah,
the
showing
room.
Hayboon some respect.
2 minutes left. He's playing it smart. He's not rushing. He is taking his time, trying to hide, stay away from those cameras, and try to get into the laptop nice and quietly and try to eliminate one member at a time.
Okay, one is on the room in front of you, boom. The room next to
Just
it.
under 2 minutes
Yeah,
left.
open the
In there,
door.
Just sit. Just sit. Just
What's
sit.
that,
Don't
Titch?
get hit. Don't get hit.
And the other one?
Well, we always pose right there. He's
Yeah.
just holding that
By
spot.
the trash can. By the trash can. I got no shot.
So right now he's kind of pinched. He's trying to get the guy in that office door. But he's got to be careful because there's another Top Gun member far to his right
Minute 25.
holding him in his sights. Hey Boone trading there, but
Oh, almost had him.
Not enough. Got some hit markers, didn't finish it.
The other one's just
Looks
staying.
like
I'm keeping
Kula
an eye on him.
decided to
He's going back
retreat,
now. He's going back.
regain his
He's
health,
right
and
back to 65.
reposition.
Now he's pushing up.
Yeah, I
now.
mean, they're on the defense right now. Don't forget that. So they don't really have to, they don't have to kill him.
They just gotta wait.
Let me get eyes
Yep.
on the other guy.
The other guy
Clock's
went
at
inside
1 minute
the,
now. 1 minute.
The room.
Hey Boone goes down. Cloud getting the final elimination.
Wow.
Getting up
There it
on the
is. There it
scoreboard.
is.
And of course, our own Swami making the prediction is now
Nick
2-1.
was pushing him. Nick was pushing him. It's okay. It's okay.
That's right.
Nick pushed him. Nick
Change them
pushed him.
strategies and
That's all good.
tactics.
It's all
That's
good.
what you
Nick
get.
pushed him. It's all good. It's all good.
What's up, Paco? How you doing, dude?
Hey, Paco.
He pushed
Paco,
his
get
hand.
me a
It's all
taco.
good.
Tacos. That sounds. I actually had a taco salad
No,
tonight.
all good, Nick.
It's
All good, all
delicious.
good. You pushed him. You made that guy draw his
I did
hand.
not.
He had to get in front of me regardless.
You did not. I'm sorry for you.
I know.
Go eat. Jesus. Grab something quick. Grab a granola bar. Nature Valley.
Wow, Cloud getting a couple kills there.
I
I'm
did got you with the revive. That's weird.
Ooh. It's gonna be a wing time. Wing night.
all right, so right on. So we got our first win from Top Gun, if I'm not mistaken. So we were 2-1, right?
Yep.
That's
They're on their way up.
fantastic. I agree. I think they must be hearing me. No, I'm just joking. But they changed their strategy, and you know, I think I said it in the last stream. Like, when's the last time you've seen a rush in tournament play? And we just saw it, and it was a very effective rush against a really good team. So I think that element of surprise is huge. And
But on a map like Bunker, you know, that if you're gonna have a map where you change up strategy to rush, that is going to be a map. That and Shoot House are two maps where rushing the other team, who is predominantly defensive and a little bit slower moving, those are two maps that will give you the upper hand for sure.
Yep.
What's up there, Frank and Fresh Milk? Thank you for
Fresh
tuning
Milk.
in. Appreciate it. And Sofo, thanks for the compliment. Thank you for Paco's sake. But yeah, interesting. We had mentioned this earlier. You might see some changes in the upcoming week, so be on the lookout for that. If you have not already followed, hit the follow button and the notification bell for every time that we do go live, especially if you want to see what kind of new things we're going to be doing coming next week. Might as well do it now and tune in.
Yep. Thank you, Soulflow. Right back at you, buddy. Rad, good to see you here, buddy. 40. Nice to see you. What's that? A ghetto poutine. I'll tell you after the game.
Ghetto poutine.
I shouldn't cook late at night. By the way, I cut the shit on my finger last night.
Oh, did you
Full of
really?
Blood next to my controller. We'll talk about that later too.
Well, you just left it there to stew overnight, huh? Unknown getting one of the best spawns on Bunker over in the server room. Not impossible to breach, but definitely very challenging to do so. Top Gun has quite a hill to climb here, but they, like in the last round, are pushing out quick, trying to capitalize on their speed and get prominent position over Unknown.
You know, I like Top Gun's aggressive play right now. I think it's going to be necessary for them to win this. It's going to throw the Unknown off balance a little bit, I think.
The upside for Unknown here is that when you get the server room, there's not much to do other than hang out in the room and post up. Is really what it comes down to. You don't have to reposition to a different room. You don't have to sit in back halls. You can simply just sit in the server room, defend against incoming grenades and smoke bombs, and set up your defenses there.
Yep, and you pretty much teabag the whole time as well with your teammates. That's kind of what you do in there, especially when they put up a sensor. So
it's a pleasant way to pass the time. Yeah.
It is. Glow sticks, everything. You name it.
I see.
Yeah, see, there's the teabags. It's just, you can't help but do it.
I'm one to bag and drag, but you know, teach their own. Top Gun with one of those side doors open, preemptively firing.
No, so
Did you say bag and drag or bag in drag? I did
Bag and drag.
And drag. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So should I go this way
Yeah,
then?
because you know the dipping is just you know, you want to give them the whole flavor. Yeah. So you might as well let it linger there a little bit and drag it. You know. So bag and drags are a lot more inviting.
All right.
What's up,
good talk.
Chocolates? How you doing?
Good talk.
Yeah.
Chuck, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, just think about that one. Let's do a little bit.
Hey, Chuck, throw us an update on your game tonight. Get a chance.
Top Gun throwing grenades in and getting an elimination. They're quick
5150 down.
out early in this exchange. But as you see, Unknown really not moving too much, still holding up the position. Top Gun trying to get those shots on into the server room.
No, I won't be able to go. I'm ready.
Okay, you got
Top Gun showing some good discipline on this rush. They're not pushing the room hard because they know what they're up against.
You got
So,
one of them down?
Unknown's got grenades ready to go. They're making their moves. So,
That's the upside to defending here. You can allow the attacking team to waste a lot of their ammunition and a lot of their lethals, which is what Top Gun has done here. It wasn't a waste, though, as they're one man up.
yep.
they're just
Cloud almost just picked off somebody, but they jumped back in.
They got me with the
Ooh,
Get out of
and
there. Get out. Oh, double impact got him. So Cloud is out from Hugo VR with double impacts right at the doorway.
Yeah. Vicious, you still got two over there?
Okay, he's still up, right?
Yeah. Viper, on your left. On your left.
there's two on your side.
Yeah,
There's
go.
one on your side, Hugo, and there's two on your side.
Hey, Boone getting it down, but also getting down to himself. And it looks like Gonzalez there for the revive and the final
and the
elimination.
kill. Nice.
And Unknown getting another victory, making the score now 3-1, extending their lead by 2.
Yep. Some good play by Gonzalez at the end there too. Taking that
Yeah.
player down and getting a revive. That's always kind of tricky to do.
Very solid. You know, server room's hard to breach.
Yeah.
There's a lot of defensive positions on many of these maps that just seem impossible to breach. But you know, Top Gun played it well there. They got an elimination early. They got a couple of downs, but they just couldn't finish at the end there. Gonzalez really holding it strong for her team, and you know, really just running right into battle at the end.
Yep. So it looks like Chuck's game got canceled tonight. So Gag looks like they didn't show up according to Chuck. So glad to have you here, buddy.
Oh, well, their loss, our gain.
Right. Right. Having Chuck in the chat is always a gain. So I still think that was pretty well played by Top Gun. I mean, they did what they could do on that breach. That is a super tough room to breach, man.
It is. Frag grenades are probably best for that kind of breach. I saw a bunch of impacts. On defense, impacts are fun, especially when they start reaching that doorway. Impacts are definitely preferred, but on attack, you definitely want to bring frags there, maybe a couple of smokes.
Yep.
And get that successful breach. You know, I've seen teams throw smokes and then go towards the corners, but the successful breaches that I've seen, they throw smokes and go right up the middle of the servers. That always seems to fare better for certain teams than others.
Right. Right.
Oh no,
What happened?
that would be a shame. Just reading Chuck said that I hope that isn't necessarily the case. That would be unfortunate for them. Maybe fortunate for everybody else, but not for them. Your
Oh.
Pokemon has arrived? I think I'm missing something on that. That might be an
Yeah, so
internal
am I
thing that's
too.
arrived.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know what that means either. I've heard him talking about it.
Quick plug. If you guys have not yet already checked out, we do have a sponsor, Raise Energy by Rep Sports. If you like energy drinks like Monster, Red Bull, what's the other one that starts with a B that seems to be very popular nowadays?
Blaze.
No, please. But there's a bunch of energy drinks out there, but some of them are full of sugar. If you are looking for an energy drink that doesn't pump you full of sugar and result in a major crash, definitely check out Raise Energy. The link is below, brings you right to the site. Use the promo code AHC to get 15% off. They got a lot of great flavors. Every single one I've tried, every single one I like. Definitely check that out. But here we are on docks, which I guess we see this fairly often. We see this with Creme Brulee. They like to run docks. But many other teams don't pick this map.
You know, I used to hate docks until the other day. I ended up playing against Hank and Chuck and a few other people, 40 ounce, I think, and we were getting smoked a lot. But on docks, we just couldn't lose. We just couldn't lose on docks. It was like I don't know what the hell it was. So
I
I
got
even
him
messaged
crashing
Hank. I'm like,
in front of
I used to
Ugo.
hate Docs. He's like, fuck you, Timber.
I'm looking
So
to your 3 o'clock.
everybody that hasn't watched Hank's stream, definitely check that out. Hankopotamus. Check out his stream. A lot of fun. Very
Yep,
fun
there
guy.
they go. I saw one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
very
right?
talented
Up
guy
on
as
the
far as this
stairs.
game goes as well.
Oh, fucking hell.
Cloud trading a
You
little
know
bit,
the
seeing
little
red,
stairs
but
there that
not
goes
moving
on top
out
of
of
the
position,
container?
still
They're
holding
bottom.
his spot.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got no cover, don't do it. Fall back to the high ground on those crane legs.
Top Gun just has to be aware of that wide flank, which some teams do end up doing. Right now, they're fixated on that center crane.
Left.
Gunfight back and forth at the crane.
How the hell he's hitting me, bro? Piece of shit.
Pretty nuts that you can see that far.
You guys want to all push left or?
Yes, I knew all it was pretty back and forth. You're right. You're right. I was selling a short.
Viper going down
I can't get Viper.
and eliminated. Cloud seeing a lot of red.
Okay, how weird is that that I cannot pick up my ammo?
Looks like Kulo's going around trying to get a different angle
Yeah, it is.
while his teammates sit back at
I
laptop.
cannot get the ammo. What the fuck?
How are we supposed to? Where are we gonna hold it?
Vicious
know.
not exposing himself, and it doesn't look like Unknown has really progressed beyond that yellow
Pick up
crane.
the ammo, Boone?
They're holding
Okay,
tight and
what the
killing the
hell's
clock
going on?
pretty well on this one.
That's what it's about, man. When
Yep.
you're on defense, you run that clock.
He's still there. Some spot.
Oh, Kulo
They push.
getting
Oh.
found.
Hugo drops. 2-on-4 right now, right? I think it's a 2-on-4.
Okay,
Yep.
one is that container in front of you on the other side. Boone, he's in the bottom of the stairs. You know how
Gonzalez
you go
definitely
up
sees
with
what's
the-
going on, so she's calling out to her
Normally
teammates.
the computer is what
I'm
the
gonna
green
move right
things
here,
are.
right here in this spot.
Okay,
Top
he's-
on
you know the stairs
repositioning,
to go
going
up to the container?
further towards the back.
In there.
Grenades too.
That's what he was shooting from.
This is a pretty forgiving map as far as that goes. You could always change your position and kind of recalibrate yourself as necessary too. A lot of room to do that.
Let's do that. Yep.
Makes it a hell of a time for the defensive team, but it's great for the attacking team.
They already had eyes on me. Underneath the tires. They're already moving past us right now, yeah? I saw one.
Unknown making it all the way to the
Sending
back.
call-outs. We're all four.
They're pushing it on the laptop area.
They're pushing in 4 hard. All right, Top Gun regrouping and trying to reposition themselves as
No,
well.
I don't. You were the only one.
Well, the Cloud really anticipating a flank here, but Unknown just moving as a whole unit,
Yeah,
trying
that's-
to
There's only one
pretty much
left.
play king of the hill here. Vicious
Okay,
goes
Boone
down.
takes out Viper. Is it Vicious? Yeah, Vicious. I'm sorry. So Viper's the only one left from Top Gun.
Far side?
Getting some shots off.
Can you quick?
Cloud fighting for his life and a victory for his team. Getting caught in the back there, seeing a lot of red, still in retreat, and he's looping back around while he recovers.
Stick
now
and
he's
run. He's got to stick and run.
Right now he's just trying to hide,
Uh,
buy some time, but he does have to get back to that laptop before they get a full hack.
Very tense for Cloud right now.
Oh, okay.
And he's been pinned down quick, getting that down probably through the pallets there.
Man.
And that's it.
I thought that
Unknown
was
getting
illegal,
another
so I didn't do
victory,
it.
making the score now 4-1.
that was weird, right?
3-point lead.
The
I
ammo
thought
thing?
that wasn't legal.
Fucking ammo. That's
Oh, well. Should've known. Should've known.
The extra flavor one though, with extra seasoning. Oh boy, I gotta go back and read what we're talking about here.
I think they're talking about ketchup chips.
Oh, ketchup chips.
Yeah.
I've had those once. I don't remember where, but I had them once.
Yep.
And
Karen B,
they
you
were
are
pretty good.
correct. Cloud did put. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Wolf.
You're fine.
Cloud did put up a good fight at the end. It sucks it goes that way sometimes, but
Mhm.
got a team ace. I don't think that matters in this league, but
Chuck
nobody
up
goes
those
down
aces.
on unknown. So throw some aces, no doubt. Cinderella, you are correct. I think we were playing Hank. It was pretty back and forth. I didn't give us enough credit. Hank or Cinderella got a nice ace on that as well.
Well, I can't log out now. Then I'm not going to see all the chat that happens. I could read it on what you're sharing, but my eyes are getting old.
You good.
So Timber, have you ever been in a situation where you're going up, you're going solo against a team of 4 or a team of 3?
Yeah, I mean, you know my team, so that's generally the case. And I try to do my best. I try to defend as good as I can. And it's very nerve-wracking. It's very scary. So, but yeah, it's a tough position to be in for sure.
If you were to play solo against a team of 3 or a team of 4, which map would you prefer?
Solo against a team of 3 or 4, I would probably want to go to the new map that
Post 15?
Yes. That, because if you're going 1-on-4 or 1-on-3, you got to stick and run. I mean, once they pin you down, you can't stay in the same place. That map, more than any other map, I think gives you the opportunity to get out of there and go to a different place. There's so many places to go to in that map. It's almost an unending loop of ways to get away from their fire and kind of come back around, recalibrate, and go back into them on a flank or something like that. What about you?
I personally like doing a 1v3 or 4 on Embassy.
I thought you were going to say warehouse, because I've seen you do it, and I've seen you do it successfully. Where I think you got, like, at least one time, you got an ace 1-on-4 in house. So,
yeah, that was pure luck. I was using the door mechanic to
right?
jam up someone's gun right before they could open it.
That is not luck. That's a part of the game, man.
So yeah, that worked out well. I have done a 1v3 also in bunker, but I also did a 1v4 in an embassy, and that was really, really exciting. But why I like embassy is because they're, when you're one person running around on that particular map, you're very hard to track for a team of 4. They're expecting you to be in certain areas, especially near the laptop. But there's a lot of spots that I never thought that you could use cover because, you simply run by them. You have your standard routes that you run.
Right.
But what I found on Embassy is that there's a lot of opportunity to win in a 1v3 or 1v4 because there's a lot of cover spaces. So I really like playing in that map, especially going up against more players as a solo. But yeah, that would be the map I would pick.
I agree with that too. Also because of the camera positioning on that map. There's not a lot of good camera positioning down some of those hallways on the Embassy as well. So that helps as well when that team's trying to call something out if they have one dead. So here we go. Gunfire already.
Back on ducks.
Unknown.
Defense.
Unknown definitely rushed the boat.
And that is smart because you get pigeonholed on those ramps. So good move by Unknown. Cloud going 1-1 there, but getting put down.
Oh, not done yet. Not done yet. Kulo stepping in for it. Kulo getting the kill.
Can he get the revive? 1 second. Oh, narrowly.
No, shoot. That was close. That was close.
Viper goes down by quick and is eliminated. Kulo, the survivor of the team, teaming up with Vicious, but Vicious goes down by Gonzalez, and Kulo eliminates himself, giving Unknown the victory, but not an ace. Now the score is 5-1.
What did Kulo go down? Did he hit himself with a grenade, or what did he
I think he was trying to lob it over the boxes there and smack the side instead. And they're all just cracking up about it.
I'm glad they're having fun, man. That's at the end of the day, that's what this is all about too. I think people forget to have fun in this game. Can't forget to have fun in this game. It's a great freaking game.
Especially when we make silly mistakes like that. You can't help but laugh. It's just too funny, dude.
Right. You hope your team's laughing with you at that point.
Especially when you chuck a grenade at the back of your friendly's head. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that happens too often on our team. I always am standing behind someone and smack them in the back of the head with my grenade.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
I can't see the ghost Cinderella, so
Good for you
I'm
guys.
getting a little nervous, but
Alright.
Could you put
Um,
the ammo there?
I hope
I
Titch
did
isn't
not
in
check.
control of the
Okay.
ghost, because if he is,
Alright, so it's their
My-
map, right?
I'm sure if we have a problem,
my ear will be impregnated or something. I don't know what's
Oh
going on.
dear.
No, we're good for now. We're good for now, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got a
Flash.
chill earlier, I think.
Flashing thing.
Heard a little whisper in my ear and I got really cold for a second.
That always that's not normal. That always happens to me. Oh, well. What are you gonna do? All right. What's the next map we're looking at? Are they going Gauntlet? I think they're going Gauntlet.
Gauntlet's always fun to watch those gunfights at the back, opposite end of the downed plane. Seeing the teams exchange on the upper platform.
Mm-hmm.
It's always tough there, especially if you're the attacking team, because you got to get past those strong defensive posts. And there's so many rooms there to run and hide and cover. You can stick the jammer in very tricky places.
Yep.
So it's always tough, but it's fun to watch.
Yep. And now that Skulls is here, we can actually start this match. So we're gonna be starting from game number 1 now that Skulls is here.
Okay,
What's
give
up,
me
buddy?
just a
Good to
second.
see you.
Yeah, all these rounds meant nothing. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all contingent on when Skulls shows up. Sid just said something. I'm not sure. It's breaking up a little bit. So.
Oh wow! Hey, look at a lot of spammers.
Okay,
Someone
What's up
really
with
went.
that?
Someone really went through the effort here.
We could buy followers, primes, and views. Frick! Another
If I
one.
had known that,
Yeah.
You got me with that one.
man, oh man.
Yeah, you disappear.
Well, all those spaces. Those have what 3?
Isn't it kind of
Here.
coincidental that it all happened as soon as Skulls got it? Nah, I'm not going to do
Skulls.
conspiracy theories.
Skulls. Come on, man.
All right, here we go. Get some Gauntlet in us.
Why are you bringing in the trash, dude? I think Titch actually left. Oh, there he is.
I realize it's
I'm like-
saying. I
I'm like,
realize it's
are we
saying
gonna
get some
change this?
Gauntlet in us means gloves in it. That sounded just terrible, so I apologize for that.
Yeah, well, teach their.
You're eating what? Links? Oh, wings.
Links.
Canadian
Titch
wings?
likes his sausage.
You dip it in ketchup?
Ew. No.
The Canadian wings?
So here we are, unknown, pushing up towards the downplane area. Hugo, of course, on Eagle Eye.
Did I just hear another jammer?
Nice job, Karen.
I did not
All right,
hear another
chicken wing, chicken wing. All right, let's see what's going on here. Sorry.
And it looks like the laptop is in in the plane itself rather than underneath. Top Gun taking up post.
The ninja one is. Yep. Okay.
Sometimes it's fun just to hear them talk. Especially Gonzalez. She's so happy.
All the way in
I love it.
Okay, and there's 2 guys on the plane.
So we're going through zigzag? You wanna go see? Or follow that route?
Yeah, we can go
So I'm happy you went in 5-1 as well.
Yeah, I'd be happy too.
She's singing now.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't catch me singing. I don't have that voice. I'd run people off.
I sing all the TikTok songs. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
Daughter's little.
Chilling with my
Oh.
homies.
And here we are with Top Gun split 2 and 2, 2 in the plane, 2 in the back on ground floor.
It's funny, Kulo's standing like he's AFK.
He is a bit. And he gets hit. He is kind of AFK. Turns
Is
a
he
little bit.
AFK?
I don't know, but he goes down. Hey, Boone, smacking him with some bullets.
That was odd.
Yeah, he looked like he was a bit AFK there and returned a little too late. It looks like Viper goes down. Hey, Boone and Quick doubling up, getting the last member, Cloud, going down. now they have the freedom to roam and get that jammer and hack the laptop.
Wow.
Potentially another ace here.
Yeah, that was a little odd. I wonder. I hope they didn't have. Oh my god. I'm hoping they didn't have some computer errors or internet error.
Yeah. Well, there's always that opportunity to eliminate yourself early on.
Right.
Oh.
True too.
Kulo able to get an elimination at the end, preventing an ace.
From the grave. I like that.
Shit.
We've heard you sing a couple of times. I don't know if I have. Maybe on your Facebook, but not in real life.
You should do a
feel
AAC
slighted.
karaoke night.
I feel really slighted.
You think that'll go well?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Macaroni and cheese is overrated.
Well,
And you heard
macaroni
it here
cheese, if
first,
you-
ladies and gentlemen. Titch hates macaroni and cheese.
I don't know about that. I mean, it depends on what macaroni and cheese you've had.
Well, I think the last time Titch had brought this up, he was mentioning Kraft.
Oh, that shit. Yeah, no, you got to get homemade macaroni and cheese, dude.
Yeah,
Kraft.
homemade's definitely different, especially if they do a layer of crust on the top. It's absolutely delicious.
So good. Yeah,
But
you make stuff.
I am always given crap for this, unless there are like-minded taste buds out there. I like macaroni and cheese with hot dogs and ketchup. That is an old childhood favorite of mine. Many people dislike it. They think it's disgusting. Ketchup and mac and cheese shouldn't go together. I totally get it. It sounds awful, but you know what? I grew up on it. And I'm a dumpster when it comes to food, so I just eat everything. But that was definitely
wait.
You know what,
Did you
Wolf?
say mac and cheese with ketchup?
with ketchup and hot dogs.
Wolf, you seem the type that likes boiled hot dogs.
I
I
don't know
don't
how to
like
process
boiled hot
what I
dogs.
just
Boiled
heard.
hot
Like
dogs are disgusting.
ketchup?
Yeah,
I think you're
Yeah.
just having.
a little bit of zang with your creamy cheese. Yeah, it's
You
delicious.
might be having some bad mac and cheese that needs ketchup, bud.
No. This is all mac and cheese. It all comes out of the.
So it might be a Canadian thing because Cinderella thinks mac and cheese is gross too.
Then they haven't had good mac and cheese. I mean, it's just like their McDonald's. It doesn't have the same stuff that American McDonald's has.
Maybe they should throw some
Like
Canadian
all that,
bacon
like
or
some of
as they
the
call
worst
it, bacon
additives
in
to
it.
unhealthiness. Is that what
Ham,
you're
you mean?
implying?
Yeah. Fried ham.
We don't know this word ham, so we don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna call it Canadian bacon.
I'm gonna put it outside.
When I was a kid, I'd eat it like that, but now it's all gross. It's unfortunate that you've had bad mac and cheese, but
Dude, you gotta get homemade mac and cheese where it's actually like boiled pasta and then like actual different kinds of cheeses melted and put in.
yep. My
gotta get
brother,
good mac and cheese.
for those who know, Raz, who isn't here, he's probably working, but he's a chef, and eating his food is like eating at a 5-star restaurant. It's always delicious, and his mac and cheese is top notch for sure. Creamiest I've ever had.
Do you still put ketchup on his?
That's what I'm telling you. There's less cameras.
After eating one bowl, yes, I'll eat one bowl plain, and then
Your
the
brother
second bowl.
just must want to punch you in the face.
Oh my God! Can you
I can
imagine?
picture it now. I
Your
gotta talk
brother
to
would want
Rob.
to choke you on that. All right, looks like Unknown has the same spawn point, same laptop as Top Gun did. Top Gun's now approaching mostly to the left, right? Yeah, they're all sticking together, going to the left. And Unknown's covering the top of the plane. And I'm sure they got some downstairs as well. Just trying to
Yeah, the
look
path
around.
that Top Gun's taking is generally dangerous because that hallway is so exposed, which we just saw there. Vicious pushing across and getting eliminated.
Which corner?
Hey, Voon is being deadly with shooting right now.
Another
Man.
one, Ugo.
Yeah, Cloud seeing a lot of red. Pretty good exchange there. I'm sure Havoon seeing red himself, but
Yep.
forcing Cloud to retreat, which is exactly what you want to do on defense with Kulo trying to work his way around, but he gets caught up by Quick. And he is
Big grenade
quickly
right there.
cleaned up. Cloud getting pinched and eliminated. Gonzalez moving in, trying to assist with this final elim, and there it is, Hugo
Yep.
finishing it off for the team, and that pushes them ahead by 6 points, making it now 7-1.
You could just hear them yucking it up, man. If I'm the losing team and I hear that in the chat, I'm just gonna shut my PlayStation off and go to sleep. It's like, so we're at 7-1 right now, and remember, it's not a best of 12; it's 12 games, no matter what. It's all about the wins. You get your points on the wins, and that's what puts you on the leaderboard for North American Firewall League. So,
Yep.
Let's see what we got here. I think we have an ace. Throw your ace cards out. Hey, Voon, very deadly with the shots tonight for sure. He's been the past couple games. He's been very obvious with the shooting game.
Yeah, he's a very strong member of Team Unknown. Definitely getting a majority of those shots there. We saw it on District predominantly. He was holding up the caboose and was able to get out of his peripheral a flank that could have taken out his team. So definitely strong. And Kulo over on Top Gun seems to be the survivalist for the most part, surviving to the end. So both teams have very strong members that seem to be playing very well tonight. Back to this conversation about food, though. I'm starting to see I'm not the only one who isn't a huge fan of pork. Now, I'm not like Cinderella where I say it's gross. I don't think pork products are gross. They're just not up there on my priority lists like some weirdos out there. So bacon I'll have occasionally. In fact, I had bacon the other day, so and it was delicious. But I don't like necessarily
let's
eating
all
bacon
take a
alone.
moment to remember and reminisce of the fact that one day you said in stream, and I quote, "It's not that I don't like bacon. I just prefer turkey bacon."
Okay, I'll be right back.
So you prefer turkey bacon over bacon?
Yes. But I will eat regular bacon.
Does
But
it
never
make
once
you-
did I say. Never
does
once
it-
did I
does
say I
turkey
don't like it.
bacon make you feel like maybe more conscientious?
No,
the
it just sits
flavor,
better in my
or-
stomach. That's all. I try to stay away from red meat mostly because it doesn't sit well in my stomach, and you know, I have to protect some people in my household from the unfortunate consequence of eating red meat. So I usually go with white meats like turkey, chicken, fish.
Gotcha,
Although I'm not a
gotcha.
huge fish person.
So the swine upsets the tummy, is what you're trying to say.
It does.
Okay, I got you.
Makes me whine.
Oh, that's so bad.
Awful.
So
Awful.
anyway, looks like we got Pro League coming up in less than a week, huh?
Yeah,
I
we
think
do. We got
November
a lot of
2nd
great teams.
is the kind of the start date.
The official start date, and we got a lot of really good teams lined up. Some of them that you're actually seeing play over here in the North American Firewall League. So, you know, a lot of teams have been sticking
reformed
around.
Teams. Couple teams that have picked up some players that we all know and love that have been jumping into it as well. So we're going to see a little bit of a transition between a lot of teams picking up players from other teams and creating their own teams and stuff like that. I think what are we at, 9 teams now? I think that's the last we heard.
Yeah, I believe
That
it was
sound right?
9 teams. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, I'm really excited to watch it, to play in it. I'm a bit nervous, but you know.
Well, don't be nervous.
Well, you know, when you see teams like Rain and Scrub Squad, who came in on a 1-2 finish last season, and quite dominantly even, you know, there's definitely case to worry. And you also have Click Clack, I believe, is also joining. And I'm trying to remember some of the other teams that were coming in, but
Actually, we got Chronic Master Gators.
yes,
Clack.
that's true. Meat Pack was coming in. They're kind of making a resurgence, you know,
They picked up
reunion
somebody
of
new
sorts.
too, I think, right? Somebody from like maybe this league or something.
Yeah,
So like RC guy or something like that.
yeah, it's
Truck the
really
Clipper.
exciting. A lot of really good teams coming in, and it's filling out that division quite nicely, and it grounds for great competition.
Yep. I know there's one game that I always circle on my calendar. That's against Scrub Squad. So let's see when that happens. And we got a newly formed team name. Very happy to introduce the Gummy Worms, the Sour Gummy Worms. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
the Sour Gummy Worms replaces Pajama Party, which has run its reign. GAG, Killer Bees, Looney Tunes, NWG, the Family. So it looks like NWG has kind of consolidated there are 18 teams that were in this league and brought it down to one team. We got the Hollow Tips. Nice name. I like
That's
that.
a new name too. That's a new
Mhm.
team.
But yeah, I see some of the names on some of these teams, and oh shit.
Do
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're fucked, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm excited to watch them, a bit nervous to play them.
No,
Sour
we're
gummy
good.
worms, yeah.
I'm really happy with our team, bud. I love it.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be fun competition. In fact, I was thinking of getting on tonight even and playing a little bit. But yeah, sour gummy worms kind of came from, I don't know, our universal I don't want to say love, but like of sour gummy worms. I don't know. It came up in conversation at one point. We went through a bunch of different names, and that's just kind of the one we all landed on.
Yeah,
although
almost all of us.
Timber had a preference for something else, but
I'll say it now. My preference was Team Trash, and we're going to be, our logo is going to be Oscar the Grouch in the garbage can, but we'd actually take pictures of all of our faces from like the nose up, peeking out of the garbage can. I just liked it. And if you got beat by us, you got beat by Trash. I mean,
and if we lost, well, we're trash. So there you go.
Right. So it's like already understood. Like, all right, you're trash anyway, so you lost. So, now we're summer gummy worms. So we gotta, I don't know.
But sometimes, we're sour and then we're sweet. So.
But there's no sweet in that.
There is sweet. There's the aftertaste. Once you get all the sour off, then it's nice and sweet. And we're stretchy and gummy.
No comment.
Not that I would know. No, I will not do that. But feel free to do so.
So Double Down and Looney Tunes, I think, are just getting going now as well. So it looks like they were a little delayed. I think they were supposed to start at the same time as us. But and like I said, if we could jump, I don't know if we can do it or not. If we could jump over to the what game was that I was talking about? Old Dirty Gunners versus Click Clack. We'll try and do that. I can't guarantee it. And it's probably not going to happen.
And we also have colorful personalities. Yeah, well, we're definitely a mixed bag. That's for damn sure. Is that what you call it now, huh, Titch? Okay. Oh, goodness.
Titch is in our ears, not in yours, and you're welcome for that.
He occasionally pops on.
And I chose a green cup tonight, so it's beautiful that I have like a see-through head now.
Well,
see right through
I think we confirmed the other day. There's not a lot going on in there anyway, so.
It's pretty empty. Couple hamsters running around on a wheel.
They're on break right now, just like both of our teams were. They took about a 5-minute break, or at least that seemed to be the agreement. But during this break, you can always keep our tab up. But while you keep your tab up, you can always go to our merch store. Now, see, I'm seem to be a clutter bug tonight, but I have 2 of our mugs here. That actually you can find these on the old store. So if you're interested in at least this one is no longer available. But if you're interested in this one, which is a color changing mug, when it gets hot, it goes white, just like the white on the inside, and it reveals the logo. If you're interested in this one, I can get you a link that will send you to the appropriate site. But if you want to check out the new merch that we do have, I do plan on updating it, adding a few more things in there. But there's a link down below. You can always check that out. And if you are ever visiting our website, there's also a link there, and also some images to kind of give you an idea of what's available. So.
Yeah. And while we're kind of chatting here, I definitely invite you to kind of take a look at the chat and look at these people and kind of visit some of these streams. A lot of these people stream. Like I said, we had a good stream the other day with Hank Epotamus. He was streaming. That was a lot of fun. Brown Pit's also a big streamer. Wolf, can you think of some streamers right off the bat that you'd like to kind of put a little plug in for them?
Oh boy. Well, we have Vong, who regularly plays Firewall.
860 or 760? Which one is
it? 860, I think.
860, yeah.
And he, at present, he's playing Ghost of Tsushima a lot, which is a great game. It just came out with multiplayer, but he's been streaming a lot of Firewall as well, so go check him out. There's Zamic's also been up and running.
Yeah, Zamic 92, I think it is.
There's Tobatok. I think he's been playing a lot of Call of Duty, but one of these days he'll come back to Firewall, I'm sure.
The Swede.
The Swede is up there. Just so many players. It's hard to keep track of how many, because I remember back in the day when there weren't nearly as many streamers, but they just keep popping up left and right. Some of them new. My friend Fafa, he's over in France. He's got his own team, and they actually just played a match. He's been streaming as well. So Fafa Hollowell, a really good player, really sweet guy too. So yeah, just a lot of them. You can always go check them out. Just be sure to click on the category for Firewall and check out who's live.
Yep, we got 40 ounce Frank. I think Chuckamus Prime 8 streams on occasion. Momo Cupcakes also streams on occasion. They might be, I heard that they might be having a special stream this coming Sunday that they've been talking about doing. So obviously we hear more about that. We'll put it on our website. We'll put it on Facebook and everything else to kind of promote that. I think they're trying to do somewhat of a guys versus girls thing, and you know, we'll see what develops with that, and we'll you know, promote as much as we can. So yeah, there's a lot of good streams out there. There's a lot of fun to be had out there too. If you're part of a stream or you're sometimes a victim of a stream, it happens. But it's always fun to go back and watch it and just kind of see yourself get destroyed and see people laugh at you. It's very good for your self-esteem. It's really not.
For sure. And yeah, 40 Ounce Frank also has a channel. He's been playing a lot of Hunt Showdown. It's been a long time since I played that. The last time I played it for a few hours and I got my tail kicked. It's a hard game, but it's really fun to watch. It's probably one of the hardest FPSs I've ever played. But it's really entertaining to watch. And he's very good at it. He runs with a crew. And so if you guys want to check him out, he too plays Firewall. He's part of Meatpack. So we will be hopefully seeing him this season.
Yeah, Meatpack will be on Pro League, so we'll definitely see them. So here we go. We're back in the game. Let's go.
We're starting off on office. Top Gun downstairs, defending the laptop, and that back office is a preferred location. Just got to be careful of those grenades potentially being bounced off the back window. And now they just got to set up
from the glass room. They're coming across the top, and they're going to aim down and start shooting down there.
Top Gun has to be careful. They pushed up a little bit closer to the lobby than what most people are probably comfortable with. As quick 5150 proves me right. Vicious going down early in this round. Now it's a 4v3.
Yeah. Quick 5150 is a good shot, man.
Yeah, really is.
Undoubtedly. Both teams sizing each other up. I'll let you listen to kind of some of their talk.
I hear them right below me. Oh shit.
Somebody keep an eye on those middle stairs. Yeah. Okay.
Gonzalez making her way around towards Zigzag.
Yep. Looks like they're really guarding those back stairs. Zigzag is really happening right now.
Missing her shots there as her target is strafing across.
You know, I like that corner. Just the downside of that is you can usually down people relatively easy in that corner. You just can't finish them because you're blocked.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like double shooting from Hugo VR and Gonzalez in that corner. Looks like Top Gun, Cloud, and Kulo are covering Zigzag wall.
You know, Top Gun's been playing a really smart defensive game this whole night. They're not rushing, they're not pushing out. There was one instance where they did, but the map allowed for that opportunity. But here and on all the others, they've really been patient.
I agree with you. Grenades coming in, grenades going out. I think Top Gun's been a lot more composed tonight. It's good to see that. I know the sports dictate some of that stuff, but they've been playing a lot better tonight, more composed. And got... Yep. A lot of gunfire and shots going out. Nobody going down yet, except for the one.
Do you see where they are? He's crashing that.
Oh, hey, Boone goes down. Nice shots by Cloud. But his team there for the
Gets
revive.
revived.
Go with a nice, quick revive dart. And Top Gun really running a clock here. Kulo peeking out from around the pillar. And he's got Cloud on his 6, providing suppressive fire.
Watch your left, your left, and your left is one.
Got some GJ wall action.
Unknown fighting hard to push in. Hugo making the move, getting up to the trolley there. Now they're behind the wall. Here they can apply a lot of pressure. Gonzalez going around, blind firing, getting that pre-fire, and multiple members of Top Gun getting eliminated. And it looks like there's an ace. With Unknown getting another victory after this hack, making the score now 8-1.
That's a good push. That's a tough hold. That's a good hold. So
It was as soon as they pushed up to that wall, that is when Top Gun would end up struggling, because as soon as your enemy gets to that location, it's really hard to fend them off. You don't have the cover that you once had, and now you got a pre-fire anticipating the movement around the corner.
Yep, I think that's man. Once that shit hits a fan on that map, do I revive this guy? Do I return fire? Do I throw a grenade? Like, there's a lot of stuff going through your mind in a short period of time. So that's always tough to do. But we got an ace out there if you want to throw out your ace cards. And per 40 ounce Frank, he's gonna be streaming Ghost of Tsushima tonight, and maybe Bloodborne tomorrow for Halloween. So
Nice.
definitely tune into 40 ounce Frank. Big supporter of this channel and just a very fun guy to play with and watch his stream. Same thing with Brown Pit. Check out Brown Pit's Brown Pit with 2 T's. Check out his streams as well. Always very entertaining. So great to see everybody on here as well.
Fun up-and-coming streamer. We also have Daffy Duck, and Lola Bunny started streaming herself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
members of the Looney Tunes, definitely go check them out if you're familiar with who they are. A lot of the players in these leagues do stream, so it is very likely you're going to come across them if you go over to the category. I mean, if I'm over there right now, which coincidentally I am, we have Chicky. I can never say his name correctly, but I always say Rititer. Chicky Rititer.
Chicky Reader?
Cheeky Reader, yeah. But Cheeky, go check out Cheeky. He's a swell dude. I really like him. He can speak pretty decent English, but I think he's must be Spanish or Portuguese, something like that. But swell guy, really good player, kicks my butt all the time in public. So if you want to see a good
chicken fritter,
if you want to check out Cheeky, he's in a really good Firewall player. Check him out. And right now, there's a couple others on there, only with one viewer. Everyone starts somewhere, but people grow rather quick. So, but they only do so with that support. So don't be hesitant to go into their streams, start chatting it up.
Yep, looks like he's Spanish and a good guy. I'm sure he's a
Spanish,
good guy.
yep.
And hey, if you guys are streaming on here and you're in the chat, just throw your name out there to let people check out your streams. It's
absolutely
a lot of entertainment. I'm just praying that someday Skull streams, because that is pure freaking entertainment gold. If Skulls streams, I'm just saying we could vote for it, but let me know what you think in the comments. Those that play with Skulls and against Skulls, definitely think it'd be a great stream.
Below, maybe?
Unknown taking the lobby stairs. Covering there first as Top Gun starts moving in up on the second floor. Vicious goes down early by Hugo, but it's a nice trade. There for the revive.
Goes down. He goes.
Oh, and Cloud getting Gonzalez. Captain Kulo coming up to provide the support. Gets Cloud back up, and it looks like Top Gun might capitalize here. Nice.
Look at this. Now it's happening.
Cloud and Kulo
double down the back. There's the revive. A little exasperation on the part of Unknown right now. Not liking that one.
Definitely didn't go their way. They pushed in towards the center lobby, and didn't get the surprise shock value that they were expecting. And Top Gun gets another win, making the score now 8-2.
You know, I'm just happy to see that Top Gun hasn't like kind of collapsed or anything like that. Like Top Gun is like, we're right here in it, and they went in just as hard as they normally would any other time. So very good to see. Hats off to Top Gun in that last match. Definitely.
Like you said before, every win is a point. So every point that they get is going to push them further up that leaderboard. And sitting in 14th place, I'm sure they want to at least get to mid before the season is out. So they have one more map to get at least potential 2 more points. Let's see if they can do it. And I'm curious to see what map. I'm really crossing my fingers for post 15, but I don't
picking
think
the
we're
map?
gonna see
Who's
it.
picking the map? Do you know?
Not sure. I want to say Unknown might be the. I don't know if this is relevant or not, but home team. No, they're not. Top Gun was the hosting team, so
I
they
gotta
probably
say,
have it.
If Top Gun's picking the map, I would expect something a little different.
A little far fetched, out of the norm.
Yeah. I think that they know what they're up against. I think they're relying on a little bit of strategy, a little bit of element of surprise. So we'll see it develops. It'd be nice to see a map that we don't see all the time. You know.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we might be going to Prepper, which we don't see all the time. We are seeing more frequently.
Yeah.
Another map that we don't really see in league play is Cargo, nor
Right.
Oil Rig. Jeez, it got cold in here.
I've never seen. I've never seen Oil Rig.
No shit. I was wondering.
Man, saw my breath there for a second. I rarely see Oil Rig, and I really like Oil Rig. It's a nicely balanced map. I never feel like I'm stronger on defense or attack. So it's unfortunate we don't see it nearly as often. But rounds can generally be quick on that map. It seems like it's a very large map, but if you really think about it, you can run from one side to the other pretty quickly. But they do have 2 floors, so that's what increases the square footage and makes it feel larger.
Sometimes
Newsroom
3.
is the same.
Yeah, sometimes it has 3 floors. If you get the wheelhouse, then you get the level below it, and you get the basement. So that's a fun map to play. I'm surprised I don't see it on this very often as well. But I think people are afraid because sometimes you get that spawn. It's just a garbage spawn for the offense. If you get the spawn in the lower level, I mean it's kind of a done deal. So
Very true. And the same here on Prepper. If you get the laptop spawned at the shooting range, it's definitely not the best spawn that you can get. We don't see it often. We usually see it in the bunker or in a bunker. So I'm sure we're going to see one of those spawns. But I think one time in a league match we did see it spawn at the shooting range, and I just thought in my head, wow, how unfortunate.
Yeah. Thank you for the update, Karen. Looks like Looney Tunes is down by 4. I'm not sure how many games have been played, but they're playing double down tonight. So looks like Looney Tunes, they're within 10 points of each other. So important game for them as well.
Milk.
All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see the spawns. Let's see the action.
Okay. You have to be careful how you ask for things, Vasquez.
All right, looks like they're going
I guess I'm muted.
cross map, cross the shoot house. I don't see Top Gun's stream yet, so.
Yeah, I just had to refresh. It looks like they're having connection issues.
So looks like Unknown is approaching gingerly, going across the map from the back part of it. Ultimately trying to get to that other part where we know the laptop is at.
Half posted up in shooting range.
No, we're just checking.
Okay. I'll look.
So, there's no C4 outside? Nope.
I don't think they're all gonna be there. You guys think?
Watch for the flank. No. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just dead right now.
Yeah, I think think Cloud is the only link that we have right now, and I think his link is going bad. So unfortunately, we will see one side of the second to the last game. Unknown is approaching the shooting range. I said that 3 times. It's so nice. That's my Phil Collins impersonation.
Oh, and there's the self-limbs. It looks like they are having connection issues. They're going to
Okay.
have to restart.
Why is that?
I guess something more happened.
Yeah, it sounds like they lost their.
Right, kill yourself.
Maybe Cloud lost his
that's
connection. That's
why.
why we lost his stream, and he probably lost his game.
Yep, probably got a blue screen. Unfortunate considering it's the last map, but you know, and they're probably saddened that because of the spawn location, but is what it is. And we will be back with that. But updated news with that Looney Tunes match against Team Double Down. Just kind of give you an idea where they are in terms of the rankings. Team Double Down is currently sitting in 8th place with a score of 49. And Looney Tunes are currently sitting in 12th with a score of 38. So 11-point difference there. Not substantial. They could easily get those points and go up the ranks pretty quickly. It depends on how well they're doing, but they are down by 4. So in this matchup, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case for them.
Yeah, Team Double Down's a good, solid squad. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So, well, here we are. A little lag in the game. What do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah. Just the overall rankings, I'm going to go through the top 5, just so everybody knows who the top 5 are presently and what their score is. And I'm going to say, of course, Creme Brulee is in first. Last week, I believe they were tied with ODG. And in terms of rankings, they were sitting in second, but really they were tied for first. But it looks like they have taken the lead with a score of 73 points. ODG is sitting in second with 71. Click Clack is sitting in third with 69 points. In fourth, we have Unknown, as we know. And in 5th place, we have the Mandalorians with 61 points. So they are tied with Unknown. So technically,
Right.
they're both kind of sitting in 4th. And so this is going to be very good for Unknown if they can win these last 2 rounds. It's going to give them a huge advantage over the Mandalorians, who have also been performing very well this season.
Yeah, we've covered a few of those games, and always some action. So we'll see what games are coming up. I think the next game we cover is going to be a very tight, good shootout game. So.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that the point difference in the top 5 isn't substantial. I mean, from Creme Brulee to ODG, it's only 2 points. And from Creme Brulee to Click Clack, who's in third, is only 4 points. So there's not a big difference there. And then 4th and 5th, they're at 61 points. So it's a little bit larger of a gap. But still, it's not so significant that they couldn't come back.
No, and that middle group is pretty tight. It goes from 38 points to 56, which sounds like a long spread, but when you put all those teams together, you take those top 2 out, so it goes from 40 to 56. So I mean, it's still pretty tight. And it's still pretty doable. So a lot of it depends on the matchups, like we talked about earlier. You match up against a team that, even if they're better than you, the matchup. We've played teams even in public that should be kicking our ass, and we smoked them just because our style of play is different or unexpected from what they're used to, and the reverse has happened as well. So,
right, exactly. The only team right now that's struggling quite a bit is NAR Squad, who's currently sitting in 16th place, and they only have a score of 4. So they have been struggling week by week. I hope for their sake they can regroup, re-strategize, and practice a little bit more to get a few more points on the board.
Right.
But I'm trying to remember what last season was. I don't recall NAR Squad being there. I do remember them from season 2. Were they in season 3? Okay. No, they weren't. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't recall seeing them last season, but I do remember seeing them in season 2, and they fared better in that season. I don't remember their place, their ranking on the leaderboard, but they were in the middle of the pack. That much I do remember. But now they are currently in 16th, which is last place, and just unfortunately not faring too well.
No. So it looks like, Cloud's keeps popping up and dropping down. So I'm not sure if he's still having issues, if he's jumped back in or not.
And yeah, the power, Karen, you do make a good point. I was actually thinking about that when speaking of NAR, Power Rangers, who are now Gentlemen's Assassins Guild, they did start at the bottom of the barrel. They were in last place, and now they're, I don't want to say top performers, but they're definitely almost guaranteed middle of the pack status. They've really come a long way. They've put in many, many hours as a team, re-strategized, and just naturally got better the more they played. So our squad could definitely come back and do the same thing. But it does make me wonder how much do those players play anymore? Do they play a lot? Was this kind of going to be kind of like their resurgence and be like, well, let's get back into league play and see how well we do? But they're definitely gonna have to regroup after this season and maybe re-strategize, and maybe, who knows, bring on some new players and change up the roster a little bit.
Yeah, and I think tournament play always hits you different too. You know, it's not the same thing as jumping into public games, and you could be the best thing in the world at public games, but when you jump into a tournament, you're kind of a little more restricted on what you're going to do because of the effect that it has on your team. And, you know, let's face it, I mean, our public games are relatively inconsequential unless you're going for KDR or any other bullshit. But, you know, when you're playing in the tournament games, it hits you different. It's a different ballpark altogether. You tense up. Sometimes you fight your teammates. There's a whole different thing. And if those of you that haven't tried tournament play, I don't know if that's gonna talk you into trying it, but try it. It's cool, but it also is, you know, so nerve-wracking, and it makes things different.
As long as you go into a tournament, see, I've encouraged my friends. So over in the little group that I have of Megalith players, another VR title, they started getting into Firewall. And I had encouraged them that after getting to about level 45, to consider maybe grouping up and starting league play. And they were too intimidated. They didn't want to look like fools. And I said, it's not a matter of looking like fools. It's a matter of cohesiveness. You know, league play really brings a team together. It really shows you the true colors of the team and the skill that is in that team. And it helps you. And that is done through seeing what your opponents are doing. You start to learn a little bit more about better strategies, better defensive holds, better attack positions, better loadouts, better skill usage. You know, all these things are encompassed in league play, and you really got to consider that. And if you don't experience it, you'll never know.
I agree, and no, Cinderella, I'm not trying to talk you out of it because you're already in it.
Yeah,
you got no choice. So
unfortunately for you.
No, it's going to be fun. It's always a good time, but it does kind of put some stress. First time you do it, I'd say first time you do it. Beyond that, you get used to it and you figure it out, whatever. But first time you do it, it does put a little bit of additional stress on your team. Some of the actions you make that are kind of funny and haha and whatever the case is, when you're playing team play, it's like, wait, what are you doing, dude? Why are you doing that? Like you kind of start that kind of friction. And then you work that out, though. You work that out, and you become a closer team as a result of it. So,
yeah,
I don't want to scare anybody away from league play. I think it's essential for this game, and it's an absolute blast. And you're going to get your ass kicked. That's all there is.
You got to go in
but
with those low expectations because you can only go up from there. Take it as
lower
a
the bar, lower the
teachable
bar.
moment. You know, you can't go in and expect to go up against someone like Vong or Frosty or Quick or Zamek or, you know, Billy Boy or some of these other just top tier players. Like you can't expect to go up against them and think you're going to perform well. Hell, we've been playing quite a long time and we're pretty decent. And every time I see one of their names in the lobby, I'm like, oh shit. You know, like I'm just like immediately, okay, well, I'm gonna do my best. I know he's gonna, you know, just smack me with his shots because he's a much better shooter than I am. It's just the name of the game, but you learn to get around that and you learn how to duck and weave, and you can't get that in publics. You can only really get that in league play against people who play competitively, people who pseudo take this serious.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've gotten my ass kicked in public, so we all have. And all of a sudden, like, I'll go against like some like Hugo VR or Zamek or whatever, and all of a sudden I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get them. It's like, well, dude, some like no-name person that's probably a level like 38 just smoked you. So it's a mentality. I think
really
I'm gonna
is.
get them.
But you know, sometimes when we are in Publix and we see one of those top players, we say to ourselves, "Man, okay, when we kill him, we're out. It may take 5 to 10 times, but we kill him and we're out." It just takes that one.
No, you're good, Titch. Let me say anything about you.
Let's see. Titch had nightmares for weeks. Remember, Wolf?
What you doing?
Whispering sweet nothings. I'm forgetting the story now. You might have to whisper that to me.
I don't think Cinderella runs off very often. I think I run off. That's why I'm usually the last one standing, because I'm away from the action sometimes.
Rap is someone who likes to run off too. Have to reel him back in.
A little bit. I think.
Yeah, the Frosty thing. Yep. I do remember that now, Karen. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about it. Or we're gonna keep it an inside joke.
No, it wasn't even an inside joke. Titch went up against Frosty, I think, and I'm pretty certain it was in Publix, and it was just. It was one night he was streaming and his squad was just kind of playing.
Turn your microphone on.
Oh,
Titch.
was it?
I want to hear you.
Oh, I must
it
be
was it was randoms, and it was like before AHC, before I ever did any league play. I can't remember who it was, but it was like Frosty. Pretty sure Chuck was there. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember seeing the names and just being like, "Wow, fuck me."
And you just kept getting popped by Frosty.
Hey, you know what? We stayed. Get credit where credit is due. We don't leave.
Some of those guys.
Occasionally we do. Occasionally, one of us gets a little riled, and all right, fine.
Dude, when you go up against Frosty, you tighten up for sure. I mean, he's such a good shot, like him, and like the older guys like Hoon and Ghost, and some of those guys just.
It's unfortunate we don't get to see Frosty, also known as Frisbee, play anymore. I've never seen him on. If he does play, please someone let me know. Because I really enjoyed watching him play. Very solid player.
I think on Facebook today, a few people have been reaching out, like to kind of get like some of the old school leaderboard guys to kind of jump back into the game, which I think would be so nice to see, for them to see the game now for what it is. I think it's evolved quite a bit, and I think they'd enjoy it, and it'd be great to see guys like that back out here. I know people retire, but people come out of retirement too. I mean,
look at Meatpack.
I'm from Chicago. I mean, I had Michael Jordan here. He retired like 67 times. All right, so it looks like we got the Unknown stream. I don't think we have a Top Gun stream, so we'll just have to live with that. Unknown is still approaching the same area that they had, so it's the same spawn that was before we took our little break. Is it? I think it is.
I think Top Gun had a different spawn.
Yeah, Karen, look at Brett Favre. He did the same thing. He retired. What?
Favre.
Favre.
He should have stayed retired.
I think it's spelled Favre, right? Favre.
It's Favre.
Favre. Farp. Right on, fresh milk. It's Farp. I'm from Chicago. Screw Brett Favre. I'm sorry, it wasn't the same spawn. They're going for the back area now, not across the shooting range.
Hugo pushing up. This is always a treacherous path to take, but
it is. Gonzalez keeping a good head out too for flankers, because I've seen a lot on this map where people are trying to get out there and pick you off from different rooms. They hide in the rooms and pick you off. I've heard that somebody might have done it once or twice. I've never done it. I've done it. So. It's pronounced Favre. Well, why does he spell it Favre? Then he should spell it that way, Karen. Come on. I don't call you
Oh,
Conway.
wow, Hugo and Quick getting 2 eliminations. Cloud and Vicious both down.
Shoot.
And here comes Unknown, just cleaning house, eliminating Top Gun nice and early, giving them ample opportunity and time to find the jammer and get the hack on the laptop. And there it is. Score now 9-2. One more round is the night's matchup. Can Top Gun get another victory here? We will see when we return to Prepper. Yeah, well, you know, it's an American name, so it's not going to be phonetically American. That's the best way I can put it.
Screw Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers for that matter. For all you Green Bay
Oh, my
fans out there,
goodness.
I don't care about you.
Midwestern folks.
Forget
See,
Forget
Fresh Monkey's from the
American
UK.
football. How
He
about
knows
that?
Brett Favre.
Forget about American football. Well, you know, it's kind of improperly named anyway, so it is what it is. But we didn't even come up with the name soccer. That was actually a European thing. It was originally developed to identify as a committee, I think it was. And then, I don't know, we adopted it, I guess. I actually like American soccer.
Not football Americano.
Hmm?
I like American. I like hockey.
No,
It's
I
the
like
best,
lacrosse.
It's the best sport ever made.
What's up, Babs? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping on in.
Hi, Babs.
The Gridiron Gang. That was a good movie too. I'm more of a. I like if I'm gonna watch traditional sports, I really like watching lacrosse when I get the opportunity to. It's really fast paced, really fun. It's like I guess you can equate it to soccer, but with sticks.
See that first time we saw him on the other side. We were like, what?
If
Okay.
people haven't actually
I
seen
think
it.
it's closer
feel
to
like-
hockey.
I feel like we need to break this down after you said that. So how is it like football with sticks?
Are we good?
Because
Hockey.
it's very much the same concept. Some of the positions I believe are even named the same.
So, is there not a number of steps that you're allowed to take in lacrosse?
You can take as many steps as you want. You're
86,
thinking ultimate
86.
frisbee, I think.
I have to be honest with you, I don't watch lacrosse and I don't have a clue. But for some reason, my mind,
You might be thinking about ultimate frisbee, which is nothing like soccer.
Yeah, Fresh Milk says it's better. It's like Quidditch without Potter. I agree with that one. That's 100% accurate. That's exactly how I would describe what I picture lacrosse as.
What you are saying about number of steps, there's no limitation. You can run the field. It's fine. I was a goalie and I ran the field all the time
In what?
in lacrosse.
You don't think lacrosse is more like hockey than football? Like I don't draw
no,
comparison with football.
After
I don't
playing
see that.
both, not like American football, but we're talking about like traditional
Soccer?
soccer football.
All right, so now you're gonna start
That's
calling
what's-
it football.
No, Titch said football, and I think I thought he was referring to that.
Oh, okay. So you think it's more like soccer?
Yes,
Football Americano.
it,
No, not football Americano.
like soccer.
Soccer. Got it.
We all like soccer.
We all like hockey. Shout out your teams in the chat. Let's hear who you're rooting for. It's football season.
Boo! I vote for none. But speaking of votes, there is a poll. I know it's already kind of one-sided right now, but Unknown had 5 votes for the victory here, and Top Gun had 3.
Rosita will be fine. She'll understand.
I'm gonna win this no matter what versus Wolf Craze.
It's not fair, man. It's not fair.
You picked what you picked, buddy. All right. So Unknown's camping out, waiting for that door to pop open.
Titch, I think you should change that answer to golf.
Golf, at least. I hate golf, but I think baseball is one of the worst things to watch. It's like you sit there and it's like throw, strike.
Those are good
As
nap
if I-
sports.
like it's just I don't know.
I think
just- I don't
baseball
get it.
has a little more excitement
your
than
side?
golf. And I like watching them both.
All right, he's
Um,
ready to hit his next stroke,
How the
possibly get the ball into the
I
cup.
put a fucking C4
Everybody be
there?
quiet. It's a little loud in here.
Oh, looks like Gonzalez got eliminated.
Fuck.
Okay. Go ahead.
That was some bullshit. Middle.
Quick downing,
Two of
Viper.
them in there.
Cool revive Viper.
Another one in
And
the
Quick
middle.
is Hugo's.
Ooh,
Easy,
double
let's go.
down. Hugo and Quick
Good
both going
shit,
down.
good
Hayboon there
shit.
for the quick revives. And they get another victory, making the score now 10-2.
Well,
And making it the final score, Unknown walking away with 10 more points to add to their current score. And Top Gun only walking away with 2. Tough fight, both teams. Top Gun unfortunately falling a bit short this evening, but still putting up a really good fight regardless of how many times it got knocked down. They came in strong. I really like their aggressive approach tonight, but on defense, I also really appreciate their patience and strategy that they use. Continue to work on that, capitalize on that, and improve it. And can't wait to see you guys play the remainder of the weeks. And we got, I think we got another ghost flying up in here. Starting to get a bit chilly.
that ghost is doing weird things.
I think I'm being stroked by a ghost.
You're being ghost stroked. That's
And ghost stroked. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in for tonight's match between The Unknown and Top Gun for the North American Firewall League Season 4 match. Thank you again. Just make sure to hit that follow button, hit that notification bell if you want to stay tuned for all upcoming games. We do have a game coming up this Sunday, but it's a Rocket League match that is always fun and entertaining to watch. We have our own team competing. I have to go back and check the names, but if you are interested in checking that out, we will be live around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Definitely be casting that. And Pro League will be starting next week, where we're going to be covering the majority of those matches as well. So be sure to stay tuned and join our socials. You can find all that in the extension/panels below. We have a Discord, we have a Facebook, we have our own website. We even have a YouTube channel where all these videos go up as well. So if YouTube is your preferred method of watching these games, you can always follow up over there.
I want to thank Top Gun and Cloud and Unknown Gonzalez for sharing their streams with us tonight. Very enjoyable evening tonight. Thank you all so much in the chat. Great to see everybody here. I'm jumping back on Firewall. I hope I see some of you out there, and I hope you kick the shit out of me. Let's just do it. I'm good with that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into Amateur Hour Commentary. And until next time, peace.
Bye-bye.
Hello, I love all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do? No, wait.